We are back now with the incredible story of three brothers from Scotland who defied the odds in a journey across the Pacific Ocean, all in the name of clean water. You might know them from their viral social media posts as the MacLean brothers. Well, Ewan, Jamie, and Lachlan have now set the record for completing the fastest unsupported row across the full Pacific. Their mission raised more than $1 million to help tens of thousands of people in Madagascar get access to clean water. And on Saturday, after rowing for 139 days, enduring storms, seasickness, and a near disaster, the brothers completed their 9,000-mile journey. We are lucky to be joined by the MacLean brothers themselves, Ewan, Jamie, and Lachlan. Great to have you with us. I say this with all due respect. You look like three guys who just finished rowing across the Pacific. and I couldn't be happier to see you guys right now. It started in Lima, Peru. You ended on the east coast of Australia. Ewan, I'm going to start with you. Just describe the feeling of stepping on land for the first time after everything you went through.
What an amazing moment. I mean, we were so lucky that we had a lot of our friends and family that had come out to see that moment of us crossing the finish line. And I can tell you, I mean, you're so overwhelmed. It's a very euphoric moment, and the social contact's a bit weird. I think we were all being a bit strange in our kind of hellos and all that kind of stuff, just because we're just totally not used to seeing anyone. But what a special moment. We'll never forget it.
Well, we'll ease you back into the social contact here. You guys battled it all: storms, injuries, and at one point, Lachlan thrown overboard. So I want to hear from you, Lachlan, the youngest, on that. What was that moment like? Describe it. I mean, your resiliency was tested the most there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty scary. So it was right at the beginning of a night shift. And it was about 2/3 into the trip, we got hit by this anticyclone. And yeah, it was on the second night. I was just coming off the oars, swapped with Ewan. It was pitch black, kind of standing at the stern cabin, looked up, checking for a gap in the waves before I kind of scrambled into the cabin, and this rogue wave came in from nowhere. It was probably about 20 feet high and just totally took me off my feet. I got taken over the starboard side of the boat, and then fortunately I was tethered. So I was basically getting dragged behind the boat. I was very disorientated, wasn't sure if we'd capsized or what had happened. Ewan, I think it was worse for Ewan in some ways, because he was on the oars, obviously looking backwards, looking at me. We get this big knockdown, big wave. The boat goes, pretty much halfway over and then comes back up, and I'm nowhere to be seen. But he reacted really quick, came back and managed to kind of reach over and gave me a hand to get back into the boat, and I was not lost at sea.
Thank goodness that you were tethered there. So grateful for that. And of course, this is more than just about rowing. The MacLean Foundation, established a couple years ago with an emphasis on clean water. Jamie, talk about why you started that passion project, why you do what you do.
Yeah, of course. So about 5 years ago, the three of us, we rowed across the Atlantic Ocean. And during that challenge, we were raising funds for clean water projects. And at the time, it was still an abstract idea for us. We knew it was an important cause and a essential building block to life, but we didn't know much more about it until after that row. And we went out to Madagascar and we saw in person, the difference of a village that had access to clean water and one that didn't, and the stark contrast in the people's lives. And that really ignited a fire in all three of us. And we thought, what can we do to raise as much money, as much awareness as possible for this cause that we really believe in? And we thought, well, we know how to row. We know how to row very far. So what's the largest body of ocean? What's the largest body of water on the planet, the Pacific? So yeah, so that's why we set ourselves this challenge. And the mission isn't over yet. We've hit land. We're on dry land now, but we haven't quite hit our target of $1.4 US. So $1.4 million US. Sorry. So we're about 90% of the way there, and we're going to keep going until we hit that target.
So close. Incredible what you guys are doing. I appreciate you taking the time to join us this morning, guys. Congrats on everything. Good to have you back on land.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.